Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Ooh, give you up.
We are the gym teachers. That's
Are you making me sing this because I'm a ginger?
No, I'm doing this because I'm rickrolling people, obviously. Well, we've known each other for so long.
I can't be rickrolled as a
Your
ginger.
heart's been aching, you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. Remember the first time you saw what Rick Astley looked like? No, absolutely not. There's no fucking way, right?
Because he's a ginger?
What he looked like, first of all, the guy looked like he was like 12, you know. And sure, yes, he looked like a ginger. Now, you've come to
You
expect
think
that
I've
sort
never
of...
seen a ginger before?
Well, particularly not one that had the voice of like, you know, maybe a 50-something-year-old African-American man. Yeah, and I don't think we see that every single day. Yeah.
Right.
Rick Astley, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I felt like a Rick roll. Keith Reynolds is here. What's happening, dude?
Hi.
Hi.
Did I send you your skeleton tongs?
Did you get your
I
tongs?
didn't I?
You got your tongs.
Did you get your tongs?
And apparently he got his tongs, and he was gloating appropriately to Zabe and Suzanne about the fact that he got their tongs.
Theirs were lost in the mail, okay?
Salad tongs received. They made it all the way down to Orange County.
Right. Did you
Orange
use
County.
them? Did you laugh at them?
We hope so. We
right.
hope you've had an amusing time. You know, invite the neighbors over. Honestly, it's time for a cookout with my salad tongs. I have something to show you. You said, wake the kids, phone the neighbors. That's what you're going to do.
Right.
All right. So
on my face, yes.
Now listen, we've done something very foolish, and we're going to get into it in the show. I'm not going to keep you in suspense, but you know that we have shit luck with fish, right? So
we have fish problems.
We have 99 problems, and fish are one of them. Fish are one of them. Anyway, we'll get into this, but it turns out we're gluttons for punishment. Holy shit! I never typed up the questions.
Oh.
They're in my notebook. Oh my God!
All right, just send me the notebook.
I was in here, and yeah. So
That's all right.
We're just gonna do it's a fun Sunday night thing, right? Everything's casual. We're just gonna wing it. I totally forgot to type up the questions.
First, we have to remind everyone that we're here. So
we're
you
here.
have to call your parents.
Exactly.
We have to text Kathy.
Should I call my folks?
We just have to. Yeah, we just have to get everyone around. And
hi, Kathy. Hi.
Oh, hi.
How's it going?
Hi.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't have to say. Okay.
So anyway, this is a special Sunday edition. People might have the bins, right? Hi, Carrie. Hi.
Oh, Ange and Buzz are coming. They'll be 5 minutes late. We're 5 minutes late.
But yeah, exactly. Hold us back a grade, we always say. Seamus was at the lake, and a fish came up and nibbled on his friend. Meaning that Seamus's friend got nibbled, or the fish had another fish nibble on him, the fish's friend.
I don't like that.
Were
we just having a discussion about how I don't like swimming in a lake because fish will nibble on me?
We were not having that discussion. However, it would have been appropriate given the way that we spent our Sunday. Now, listen, I don't know what the hell got into us today, but today, hi Dad, what's happening? Today was it was a ridiculous day. First of all, we decide that we're going to work outside all day, and we picked the hottest day.
The hottest day of the year.
very hottest day to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Jack Meinberg had an idea.
Yeah, our buddy Jack. You remember Jack from Meinberg Movie Monday?
And he texted us this idea that was we should get some more fish.
As it turns out, Laurel and I had been kind of missing the fish. And here's why. For one thing, the algae in the pond had gotten to epic levels. It was like a fucking jungle in there. I have no idea. Like, it could have hidden bodies. It was that overgrown.
What did we do?
I don't know. So anyway, so Jack is like, listen, you guys need to keep your to keep your algae and your mosquito population down. You need to get some ruby red minnows. I think he said. So these are tiny little fish, and you get a bunch of them. We're like, okay, sure, why not? So we do two things. First of all, we cleaned out the fish tank, which is always such a joy. Oh, it's so lovely to basically have.
There's Ray.
Paul.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary and happy birthday. We'll be singing to you in just a moment. We're basically telling you how we spent our Sunday here. This was utterly ridiculous. So nothing is more delightful,
I'm
I think.
overheated right now.
I've heat stroke from being outside all day. Nothing is more delightful, in my opinion, than having a giant box full of watery fish dung in your house. Right? That's what you want. That's really what fish are ultimately about. So we swap all that out.
I cleaned that.
We did it together.
Yeah, and then you were like, clean the whole pond. That was.
And then I was,
noble.
and as I said, that there was enough algae bloom in there, as the kids call it. I think it's called an algae bloom. To hide a body. It was absolutely disgusting. So
wait, I have my phone. Would you like to show the footage of
absolutely.
the drainage of the pond? The pond
Please.
drainage.
Pond
this
drainage.
is what we'll call it.
Now, given the fact that what was coming out of the hose was largely green, and we have a green screen here, you may not be able to see it. It might just be some clear stuff coming out of a hose for your delectation. Trust me. It was fucking disgusting. I was knee deep in it, and I was wearing the waders. And also, as it turns out, hey, guess what? We picked the hottest day of the year to do this thing. Waders don't breathe. They do not breathe. Now, we're working out there all day long.
Can you see it?
No, I figure it's all green. Yeah, basically, that's the hose there, right there, and it's what's coming out of it is pure green. It looks like snot water.
No,
is what it looks like. It's disgusting. By the way,
It's
welcome.
all
If you're joining us on a Sunday, we're so grateful
How was
to
your
have you
Saturday?
here.
How was your Sunday?
How was your weekend?
How was your weekend?
So we're just going to catch you up very, very quickly. So we spent the day, emptying the pond. I
Pumping out the disgusting green
it was
pond
so
water.
fucking foul.
It
We have a
was
sump
really
pump
foul.
for this thing, and
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott Coates, and it's pumping basically just pure pond sewage out of there, and then. I'm just getting overheated, and Laura keeps handing me Gatorades, and I'm not peeing once. And then I realize why at the end of the day, because the waders, I'm wearing the hip waders, they don't breathe at all. When I took them off, there was like this much of my sweat on the bottom of each of the boots.
Wait.
I kid you not.
I have a photo.
Yeah, we've got a photo to prove it. So anyway, I was a little bit dehydrated, a little bit sun beat, and then so we get the pond all ready for our new arrivals, our new little fish buddies. We're getting new fish. I don't know what the hell's wrong with us. Oh, that's me. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that's sexy me. With my sunbonnet.
You have a sunbonnet on.
I look like
waders.
I'm farming algae. Is what I look like.
Oh, Eric, I'm gonna text you I was gonna text you a picture, a video of the pond sewage.
Yeah,
but I was like,
delicious.
I need to contextualize it. So here you are with the context. I'm going to send it to you right now.
So you'll have that in your hot little hands there, Eric, because Eric, of course, was one of the people who engineered the pond, built the pond for us. So
and last week he made fun of us because he was like, "Oh, no skinny dipping in that pond. That's foul." Okay, it's all clean now.
It's clean as a whistle now.
Yeah.
So then I'm expecting Laura's going to bring home the fish, and they're minnows. They're small fish, but I wasn't anticipating quite how small they were.
Because Jack Meinberg did all this research. Like, here's how you can have fish.
Exactly.
You have to get some minnows, and here's the breed you get, and they eat mosquitoes, and they're very hardy, and they don't need any care or whatever. And I get them, and they're like this big.
I swear to God, they're like fucking sea monkeys. Like they look like they've been freeze dried. First of all, you can see through them. You can see their spine and like their organs. They're
It was
translucent.
totally anticlimactic. We worked all day to get the pond in shape. I drove a whole hour to Renton to get them.
To get these fish.
I get them. I'm like, okay. I got 8 of them. I let them go in the pond. Can't even see them.
Only 3 of them. We can only see 3 of them. I don't know what the fuck happened to the
barely
other.
see 3 of them.
They were so small they could have gotten caught in the plastic lining of the bag. They could be in the trash right now. We have no idea. We have no fucking idea. Mom said she always had minnows as kids. It's very cute. We've never discussed that. Carrie said that if we were in Dune, we would drink that water. I thought about that scene from 157 Hours or whatever it was with James Franco, where he has like saw off his own arm. It's his true story. A guy gets caught in a box canyon in Utah someplace, and I think even if I were that thirsty, because there's a scene where he's just like he hasn't had water in how many days, and he's like drinking his own urine. It's a delightful film, fun for the whole family. Anyway, he finds some camper along the path. He's like, "Can I please?" After he sawed his arm off, "Can I please have your canteen?" The first thing he does though is he finds this hole that just looks like it's basically just a sewage hole, bog water, and he's like, he puts his face down in it and starts to drink it. I don't think I would have drunk what was out there, even if I had just sawn my arm off. Had sawn. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Grammar police. Pulling me over.
We totally sang the.
Not for the courage of the bravest crew, the minnows would be lost. Now, we
Okay,
got
so here
8 of them
we're-
on
here's
purpose.
what we're
We
doing.
wanted the cast members.
We're not naming them
You're not going to do it. We're
because
just not going to.
you know what luck we have with fish.
Terrible
Like
luck.
they're just going to be out there,
Yeah.
and if they breed and form a super fish, that's great. And if we never see them again, that's also fine.
And that's fine too. If we never see the fish
Apparently,
again.
minnows are so small, raccoons can't see them and
They're
don't
too
go
fast.
after them.
They won't go
They're
after
too
them.
fast.
Yeah.
They're very tiny, and I guess if you come over to our house and they appear while you're here, great.
Susan Zebo's here. Hey.
Oh, hi!
Listen, so there was a mix-up with your address. Apparently, addresses are intentionally strange in Utah. We didn't know. So you're still going to get your salad tongs, even though we had to send your face smudged version
We
to our
sent
friend
your
Keith.
salad tongs to Keith.
I think he knows that.
Because they
Yeah.
got returned in the mail, and so we were like, we have these, we should give them away.
So now, before we get started here, we do have intentionally dumb as fuck, says Susan. We do have a birthday / anniversary to celebrate. Ray is here, right? Ray's in the house, yeah.
I think so.
Happy birthday combination anniversary to you. Happy birthday combination anniversary to you. Happy birthday combination anniversary to dear Ray and his wife. Happy birthday combination anniversary and to Ray and his wife, and Ray for his birthday and his wife. Anyway, what a wonderful thing. Did you guys plan that out? Were you like, hey, you know what would be really cool? We could just have like a 2 birds with 1 stone sort of affair. We'll get married right near my birthday. That we can just pack all the celebration into one fabulous weekend. Was that the
We
plan?
kind of did that.
Sorta.
We got married like 3 weeks after your birthday.
Right, exactly.
So-
And now, as I think we might have mentioned this on the show, coming up this year, our 25th wedding anniversary, my folks' 50th, the golden anniversary is coming up on August 31st.
That's
Ours
right.
is September 5th. We're going to have a big fuck-off party on the 26th of August. Please come
Right.
if you're in the
Right.
area. It's going to be a gold and silver party. Listen, we're so glad that you guys are here tonight. Why don't we have a show? You want to do that?
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Here we are.
Show with Stefan and Laurie. And now, here are your hosts, Stefan and Laurie.
Oh my goodness! Hi, people! Hi! Oh wow! I put the sign up, and all of a sudden I pull it down. Where the fuck's my wife? She just spelled a disappearing act. So now listen, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. I did not. And I don't know why. I was kind of taking a nap and relaxing after having. God knows, I must have sweat at least like 3-4 cups of sweat. I mean, it was all on the bottom of these waders. So I was really wiped out.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Christina. It's Sunday on the show night. I did remember to write the questions, but I did not remember to put them in card form. I have them.
all right.
I got them in my notebook. I got
That's
them.
okay.
I got them right here. See? Now, you're not going to be able to read my fucking writing. Even if I were able to show, like, this is what my writing looks like. But honest to God, I have not. It looks as if I write with a fist holding a crayon. My handwriting is so ridiculously bad. I make no excuses for it, but by the same token, we're not going to get any cards tonight. So we're gonna have to go. Ray says it was actually more coincidence. Christine, as a teacher, getting a date during the summer was the only way we could do it. Made things easier for me though to remember. Nice. Good.
All right.
Good looking out, dude. Okay, so here we go. In honor of Ray and Christine's anniversary.
Okay.
Nothing says I love you like blank. There. We'll try reading my writing. Top line. Nothing says I love you like blank.
We're good. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is
Pin it.
Pin it. This is phenomenal. Eric, or head north on
99 West in Oregon.
My
Yeah.
writing is like Pictionary. Yeah, your guess
Sure.
is as good as mine. I think it's an A. I think that's it. Somebody get a point. Everybody have a good weekend. I mean, listen, we never do this on a Sunday. Well, I mean, actually, we used to do this on a Sunday when we were doing
We
the
do
show
it every
single
day,
night.
right?
Yeah.
But last night we went to a little kid birthday party that turned into a party. It
was delightful.
It was so fun.
Yeah, our friend had
we
a
missed
drone.
you, though. We missed
yeah,
you.
We always miss you people.
Yeah.
Right.
Our friend had a drone that he was flying all over, watching the neighbors and such.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. He said he wouldn't watch the neighbors, wouldn't spy on the neighbors, although it's very inconspicuous. You can park that sucker. It's silent right outside of
Yeah.
I noticed, and it was like I was waving to the thing, but if you weren't looking,
he blew it
you
up to
wouldn't know.
his own living room window and looked in there.
So
that was
if
funny.
somebody were looking for some, hot naked neighbor action, that's what you would be. Cleaning your damn pond, trying to read my handwriting, sharing waiter sweat. fish in pond. Sorry, I didn't mean to get it in your. Saying I didn't mean it to get in your eye, says Jerry. Trying to read my handwriting, says Kathy. Cleaning your street tacos under the moonlight whilst drinking a Mexican Coke in a glass. That is very, very nice. I like that.
That is
Killing
nice.
spiders. Killing spiders for somebody is an act of love. Agreeing to be happy and quiet. You know, it's true. If you can sit there and not say anything and not, it's true. Driving to Renton. Nothing says I love you like a dick slap in the morning, says Kathy. That's
right.
a wonderfully random answer. Roofies, says Scott.
Canned cheese.
Keeping it out of your eye. Okay, Eric and Carrie
they're
obviously
like
had this discussion.
They're like
cheap divorce
They're
lawyer.
like a Woodward and Bernstein.
A great contractor. Oh, making me breakfast every morning. Oh, my dad does that. Why don't you sleep in? I'm going to give it to Dick Slap in the morning. I'm going to give it to Kathy right off the tip of the bat.
It's a
Kathy's
kick
on
in
the
the
board.
slap.
Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ, what did I write? I can't even bring. I can't read my own writing.
You know what? Your handwriting gets worse every maybe day because you never write anymore, right?
Don't get blank drunk, or they'll go on and on about blank. Don't get blank drunk, or they'll go on and on about blank. What's this? It just doesn't have the same, I like those cards. I like them. I don't know.
It's the first time in 3.5 years. But
Yeah.
2.5 years?
I wish that answer wasn't based on a true.
long time.
Kathy says, I wish that answer weren't based on a true story. So apparently you had to give somebody a dick slap. And that was an act of love, is what you're saying. Let's see. Don't get blank drunk, or they'll go on and on about. Don't get me drunk, or I'll go on and on about sports. Don't get Laura drunk, or she'll go on and on about Barb.
That's so true.
Says Kate. Don't get Jim Cox drunk. He'll go on and on about his 3 weeks in the Navy.
I mean, he did serve.
He did.
He did serve.
He did serve. He did. And during the 3 weeks that he was in the Navy, the Viet Cong never once invaded the port of Oakland.
That's right.
He's the Naval Reserves.
And don't get Keith drunk, or he'll go on and on about your mom.
Oh, Keith.
I mean,
yeah. You never met my mom, but, people do go on and on about her. Don't get the Bears drunk. They'll go on and on about the people in the glass house. They're coming on in. Ray, don't get Ray drunk. He'll go on and on about Midori sours. Kathy, don't get Kathy drunk. She'll go on and on about how much she hates being drunk. Don't get Stephen drunk. Going on about the Eagles. Your mom is here. Sorry, says Keith. Don't get Jan drunk, or she'll go on and on about Jim and the avocado green.
No, that's why she's here, Keith. Like, for your joke.
Don't get my mom drunk, or she'll go on and on about her dildo question.
That's right.
Laura, dear Laura, who had the funniest response to don't get blank drunk, or they go on and on about blank. We're off to a rousing start, by the way.
Don't get Jan drunk, or she'll talk about all that sexy time on the green couch.
Yeah, so obviously with
Eric.
the green couch thing. But Ray said it first. Ray actually said the green couch thing first.
All right, let's give it to Ray then.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Suzanne said, don't get Stephen drunk, or he'll go on and on about those fucking squirrels. Don't get Trump drunk, or the Beastie Boys, the break of dawn. They'll go on and on about the break of dawn.
We're on about those raccoons right now. Last night on the ring cam, we had a
Lone
lost raccoon. Was it a baby? Did it have rabies? I don't know.
They all
It
have
kept
rabies.
setting off the ring cam like, hi, I'm out here on the deck. And we're like, go away.
Yeah,
We're not going to help you. You eat our fish.
Can't do anything for you.
What do you want anyway? And it was
Trash
like,
panda.
I don't know. I'm lost.
The only thing we have to fear is blank itself. The only thing we have to fear is blank itself. Reading off the notebook tonight, I was so dehydrated. How dehydrated was I? I was so dehydrated, in fact, that I actually forgot to type out the question. I wrote them.
How dehydrated were you? That's how dehydrated I am. I can't even follow the part. Yeah.
But you were typing.
I'm okay.
It was looking for the buffet, says Kathy.
Yeah.
We do have a raw bar on offer. However, the morsel is going to be very, very small.
We just
from here on
restocked
out.
it, actually.
Yeah, just restocked the
The
raw
next
bar.
time any of you come to our house, please go and look at the teeny tiny fish in the pond.
If you can find them, you need a fucking microscope.
This is Jack Meyerberg's big plan. So we've gotten 8 new fish, and we've named them all Jack Meyerberg.
They're all named Jack.
1 through 8.
Everything, yeah.
Jack 1 through Jack 8.
You remember how George Foreman named all of his boys George?
That's right.
This is what we've done. We've named
Because
all
here's
that.
what we do.
Yeah.
We name the fish, and then we get attached to the fish, and then the fish get eaten by whatever. So, you know what?
Sure. Fuck
That's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of worker fish outside.
We're not going to name them. That's honestly because then
that's
you start
fine.
to ascribe a personality.
Yeah.
You anthropomorphize the fish. You start to
Fuck it.
yeah.
We're not doing that.
The only thing we have to fear is unbalanced vaginal pH, says Kathy. Let's see. 30
To 40% of America.
30 to 40% of
That's exactly
America.
right.
That is exactly right, my
That's
friend. Let's see. A guy with a no fear sticker in 2023 says,
That's what's
Keith, the doc for not renewing our favorite prescriptions. Got to get a croaker. We've got one. No Tito's, says my dad. Florida. everything. Food poisoning, a clean pond, the Supreme Court, laundry, Trump itself, Cocaine Bear, Trump. Oh my God, these are RFK, another COVID, FOMA.
Yeah.
I'm giving it.
RFK is a good one.
That is good. That's good. Yeah, no labels. That's what we have to fear. Let's see. 30 to 40% of America says Suzanne. Suzanne is on the board, well on her way to winning whatever tonight's prize is. We haven't determined.
She's going to win her skeleton tongs back.
Fucking
And we're
skeleton
going
tongs,
to send
yeah.
them to actually the right address.
We're so glad that you guys are here on a Sunday. What a delight. Welcome to all of you, one and all. By the
And
way,
says another COVID.
I sense that, our numbers are kind of jacked up tonight, so I'm sensing that we might have a few folks who are not familiar with the game, never been here before. I'm going to give you a fill in the blank. This is like Cards Against Humanity. I give you a fill in the blank. You fill it in. You make one of us laugh. You get a point. Could win some skeleton salad tongs. Could be a big night for you. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to pull apart. Wait, look, we worked out in the sun all day, okay?
Yeah.
We're not all right.
Okay, so next summer's Dueling Blockbusters will be about the toy blank and the historical figure blank. Because, of course, you've all been following Barbenheimer and, the summer blockbusters. Barbie and Oppenheimer. Are you team Barbie? Are you team Oppenheimer? I myself am Barbenheimer. I'm excited to see both of them. Next summer's Dueling Blockbusters will be about the toy blank and the historical figure blank. Because, of course, this year the toy was the Barbie doll and the historical figure was Robert Oppenheimer. What hath God wrought? He said when he saw. Do you know that there was a not zero chance, according to facts and figures, Ray, back me up on this, that when the very first atomic bomb was exploded in Alamo Gordo, I think it was, in New Mexico somewhere, that they were concerned that potentially it could catch the entire atmosphere on fire. They weren't sure that it could ignite the entire atmosphere and all of humanity would go extinct like that. But hubris. So, 6 to 1, half dozen the other. Let's see. It's going to be G.I. Joe and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I like that. Scott says it'll be about the dildo and Jan.
All right.
Oh, that's funny. My mom, yeah. Anyway, Cabbage Patch Doll and Wilford Brimley. That's good. Death Star and Elon Musk. Tickle Me Elmo and the Asperger guy. Potato and Dan
You
Quayle.
mean Elon Musk?
And nicely done, Eric, by misspelling potato the way that Dan Quayle did. You've forgotten E. It's G.I. Joe and Mother Teresa. Tamagotchi and JFK. Oh my goodness, that is a double header for sure. The Tamagotchi. Remember those? Those were digital pets.
What was
You
the
got
point of the
feed
Tamagotchi?
to teach you how to take care of something. Teach young kids how to take care of something. You had to feed it on a regular basis. If you forgot, it would literally die, and you couldn't it wasn't like you change the battery. It's like, no, battery's come back.
Oh my God.
It's dead. You killed it.
I don't know
Let's
if
go
you
to
heard this
Tamagotchi.
conversation, but last weekend I was having this we were at the Craft Bear, and I was having this conversation with some people who are 10 plus years younger than me, who are my friends, and they were like, "Oh yeah, did you have that thing in school where they gave you like a sack of flour to take care of as a baby or whatever?"
No.
And we didn't have that in my school. Did you have that? In your
No,
school?
we didn't, but I heard about it.
No.
Yeah.
What we had was a pregnant cheerleader named Cynthia. That
So
made us
I
all-
was going to say you didn't need
Yeah.
to have
But
a sack of
but
flour.
It made
You
us
had
all
somebody
terrified.
who actually,
Like,
yeah.
no, that's okay. I've seen someone
bringing
with
your
a baby.
toddler to third period.
No. I don't need a fake baby. I see someone with a real baby
we
over
have,
there.
We have a living, walking,
I'm
breathing
good.
morality tale walking the halls of our high school.
I'm good.
Let's see, the Care Bears and the Pontiff, Cabbage Patch Kids and Adolf Hitler. Oh, what a great doubleheader. That would be like Hitler Patch. Pillow Man and linens for Trump's jail cell, says my mom. Stretch Armstrong and Neil Armstrong, says Susanna. I love that.
That's funny.
Lawn Darts and Marcel Marceau, Gerbil and Richard Gears. David Saltzer, hi, buddy.
Oh, hi.
Let's see. Christina said we had eggs. Yeah, you had to take care of the egg. Betsy Wetsy and R. Kelly, Teddy Ruxpin and the KKK, Barbie 2 and John Holmes, Baby Alive and Lauren Boebert. Oh boy, Laura, you have quite a melange to select from here tonight. Who had the funniest response to next summer's Dueling Blockbusters will be all about the toy blank and the historical figure blank.
Wow.
I know. Filling time here.
I'm sorry.
Laura's looking at all your answers. Laura's looking at one that's the funniest. Laura is looking for some answers. This one that's gonna make her laugh. Who is it?
Cha-cha-cha. I'm going to give it to Suzanne.
Yeah,
Stretch
yeah,
Armstrong
that's
and Neil
exactly
Armstrong.
right. That is exactly right. That was a brilliant answer.
It's
Nice
just
to
that
him.
one didn't appear on this interface, so I was confused.
Suzanne came to win. She came to win tonight.
She was like, I want my tongs back. Please send them to the right address.
Ray says, point goes to me, move along. Yeah.
Okay.
All points should go to you, dude. It's your birthday / anniversary. Okay, why in God's name did Laurel and Stefan get more fish? Why in God's name, that's our prompt. Why in God's name did Stefan and Laurel get more fish?
Is something on fire? Does something smell fiery to you?
I cooked the shit out of some Brussels sprouts earlier. I flamed them in a pan with some white wine sauce and the rest of it, and then it got a little smoky in here. I think that's what that is.
On the way to Renton to get more fish, I
ma'am.
called my friend in San Francisco who isn't on social media to chit chat. I was like, hello, how are you? And she was like, fine, blah, blah, blah. And, whatever, update on life and life.
Yeah.
And then she said, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to get some fish. And she goes, for the inside of your house?
Yeah. So,
Like,
yeah. No,
she doesn't even see this show, and she knows the
She knows
struggle
it.
with
We're
the
not-
fish. Right?
we're-
I was like, no, for the pond. And she's like, is this a good idea?
It's not a good idea.
Come on.
It's not a good idea.
Like she's trying to do an intervention with me on the phone. I'm
Somebody
like,
needs
it's already
to.
happening. I'm going
Somebody
in.
needs to.
I'm walking into the fish store right now.
Yeah, we need an intervention, I think. Listen.
Who sells us more fish? Why would anyone
Why
sell
would
us
anybody
more
sell
fish?
us more fish? Honestly, it's like we're hawking, our possessions in order to buy these fish. Let's see. Why did Stefan and Laurel get more fish? Peer pressure, says Kathy. Fish population control, says there are too many fish. We need to thin the herd by sending some of them over to Dead Fish Ranch. Sushi night, says Scott.
And she says, I don't know. I ask myself this every day.
Sure. Who could say no to Jack, says Kathy. Blame Jack, the reason we got Steffi the Black Dog. That is true.
That's
to help
right.
the little fishies go to heaven.
It was
says
Jack's
Eric.
idea.
It was. More oyster dressing would just be plain insane, says Ray. More comedy fodder. Prepping for Taco Tuesday, which, by the way, that's now
We
public
have
domain. Taco Tuesday. There was some taco chain that had claimed Taco Tuesday. A court ruled that anybody can use it now. So it's anybody's. Apparently, establishments were not able to use Taco Tuesday because it was copyrighted
Really?
by this one taco chain.
But last Tuesday, the Atwood showed up at our house, and we had impromptu Taco Tuesday.
We did
and
have.
It was awesome.
We had Taco Tuesday. To get a pet eagle, says Scott. That's a great fucking answer, dude. Let's see. 3 days, 3 ways. Support the local economy. They decided to start a Crash Panda Cafe, says Suzanne. Too many loaves. That's funny. That's a biblical reference, Keith. I like that. Because fish are thin. Because fish are thin because fish eat fish. Yeah.
Okay, but the fish store guy goes, I don't know. Are you sure you want 8 minnows? They reproduce like crazy.
Good.
And I'm like,
Yeah, we're in.
okay. Like, I have a 400-gallon pond out there with no fish in it because there's freaking raccoons
pandas,
everywhere.
yeah.
So why don't you give me whatever? And then we drop them in there, and 3 of them go and form a little school, and the other 5 missing in action. Are they dead?
We don't know. They're never to be seen again.
They've
probably.
disappeared into the vortex.
Yeah. Let's see. Because Squirrelorama idea for squelched. The Squirrelorama idea for squelched, says Ange. Bait, says Kathy, to create your own fish circus. By the way, there were certain breeds of minnow we were not allowed to get because apparently they're considered live bait, and live bait is not allowed in Washington.
And those
Did
are
you know
banned
this?
in Washington State. I called up and they were like, you can't have that breed. That's live bait. And I'm like, I'm not calling for although maybe I am calling
Maybe
for live bait.
we're calling for live bait for pandas and eagles around here. Ray says it was an error. We meant to go get more fish food ice cream. That's funny. I'm going to give this one. Somebody. Why am I forgetting? Somebody made me laugh quite heartily. It was Scott. Yeah, to get a pet eagle. That's right. Yeah, that's
right.
That's the bait. So Scott gets that round. Nicely done, dude. Okay, here we go. On to round number
6.
On to round number 6. The best way to get out of a speeding ticket is to offer the officer blank. The best way, and I got out of a speeding ticket the other day. It was a crazy thing. Best way to get out of a speeding ticket is to offer the officer blank. You can read it. See my legible handwriting. Can you get that? Yeah, I can't really see. Jesus H Christ! It really is an abomination. I don't know what this is. I can barely read it. The best way to get out of a speeding ticket is to offer the officer blank.
Oh my God. So the other day I was at the pharmacy picking up a prescription. Mm-hmm. And this woman was very agitated because she couldn't have her Ritalin. But I mean, I get it. There's a shortage.
That'll spin you up.
But she was yelling and whatever, and I made her go away, and here's how I made her go away.
Oh, this is great. I've never.
I was waiting in the waiting section, and I leaned over and I said, "Hey, do you want to be on the internet?"
Ah, that's fucking great! Oh my god,
And
that
she
is
goes,
phenomenal. She thought it through.
I took out my phone and I was like, "I'm not recording, but I could be."
But I could be.
You
I
want to
could
be
be.
on the TikTok?
You
You
wanna
want to
be
be?
on
You want to
TikToks?
be somewhere?
We go live.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. That's a great threat. More people need to use that, right? When somebody's just acting a fool in public.
And
It's
she
hey,
was like-
hey, guess what? Hey, we can go live. We can go worldwide right now if you want to. Let's go. Yeah. Keep it
She
up.
knew she was acting crazy.
Sure.
And then the pharmacist goes, "Thanks." She
Thanks.
was on something. And I'm like, okay.
Not Ritalin, apparently. Yeah.
Okay.
Needed to be on Ritalin.
Okay, but if you've been following our story, I'm no fan of the pharmacist because he's a COVID denier.
Lowell, the Trumpy COVID-19
Yeah.
pharmacist. Well, I got a friend, see, and he's a pharmacist, and he thinks
right.
all this. He's that guy. He's that guy. Let's see.
No, he doesn't have a friend who's a pharmacist. He's a pharmacist.
What I'm saying is he's the reference point.
Yeah.
You know, you hear these COVID-denying, dipshits go, well, see, I don't know because now I got a friend, now he's a pharmacist, right? And he knows medicine, and he doesn't think it's real. It's like, that's the guy. What do we get?
And says the best way to get out of a speeding ticket is ask the officer if he wants to
It
be
would
on
be on
the
the internet.
internet.
There you go. That's a great answer.
Want to be on the internet?
Yeah. Well, dick slap in the morning. The answer is today's, says Ray. Big Mac, fries, and a Coke. True story. Christina, you'll have to come on and tell us that story sometime. A $5 footlong. A bag of minnows. Donuts. A joint. A pet eagle. 18 inches. Skeleton tongs. Car crock pot jambalaya. Jim's left hand. A story about your medical issues. Ride along. Titties, says Kathy. Sure, there's you and Ray thinking the same thing. Car pizza. A race to the finish. If he wants to be on the internet. The code to erase his body cam footage, says
You know,
Kathy.
I don't think we've ever heard what Eric has actually cooked in the
I don't believe he's cooked
car
anything.
crock
He
pot.
said he's cooked nothing yet.
What?
Yeah. The lady tied up in the trunk. Jenny's number, 8675309. An invitation to use his squad car in a sideshow. Keith is in Fuego tonight. True story. Let him see your hospice volunteer badge.
Oh, you did not.
Wow,
you did
Mom.
not.
Wow.
That's dark.
My mom used to volunteer
That's
for hospice.
dark.
And she's like, I was just trying to. There's some,
I'm just trying to help someone die in
just
peace.
just have a nice, peaceful death.
Cool.
Let me go. A blue ribbon, the unfinished beer. Your condolences because he's lost.
Wow.
Ray says to be white. Yeah, show your officer that you're
Wow.
white. Yeah. My only show site info. Not on purpose. He saw it. Oh, I see. Okay, very good. Dear Laura, I think you've already established that Ange won this round. Yes.
I gave the point to Ange,
You did,
but
okay.
I'm really enjoying everyone's
Yeah.
lifetime pass to San Quentin. That's funny.
That's funny. Okay, here we go. Sorry, blank is a relationship deal breaker. What's a deal breaker for you, gang? Mine would be a big, visible mole on your face. I'm sorry. Like, the kind that, like, the size and
What if
color.
I had that though? I could get that removed.
Yeah, you could, but if you didn't, right? That would be kind of I don't know.
If I was like, I have mole pride, I need this mole.
But yeah, you were really into like the big hair growing out of it. Yeah, I don't think I can get past that. How about y'all? Listen, I'm not proud of that fact. I'm just not big, not big in a way. You know, the kind they're like the size of a pinky, and they're basically like the color of a pencil eraser. You know that. I'm not talking like Cindy Crawford or Marilyn Monroe. The beep beep beep. No, I mean like a fucking mole.
I
Big
listened
old-
to this podcast
sticking out
with
of
these two LA party girls. I don't know why I listened to this podcast because
boy.
this is like something I don't even like. But one of them was like, "Oh, my relationship deal breaker is ostentatious displays of money."
Yeah, for sure.
Where
I love
someone's really, really rich and she's like, that's fine. I think it's great that you're that rich.
Sure.
I just would prefer it if you didn't wear 14 Cartier bracelets.
that. And drive a fucking
Right.
lime-colored
and so
Lamborghini.
she goes out with this guy and she's like, listen, I really like you as a friend, but I can't take I can't take this,
Good,
right?
good.
Because after one date, he bought her like every flower they had outside the nightclub for $3,000 and gave her all the flowers.
that's
And she was like,
tacky.
listen, I like you. I don't want to go out with you again
too
because
hard.
of this.
Trying too
And
hard.
he said, okay, that's fine. Here's a choice of 3 dates we can go on. One is we take my helicopter and we fly to Catalina. And she's like, what did I just say?
You don't learn.
I don't.
Learning.
And her friend is like, who does a podcast, was like, maybe the problem is you.
Yeah,
Like,
you're the common denominator, dude.
no, maybe the problem is the girl who doesn't like ostentatious displays of money.
Oh, is she attracting it? Is that what
she was
said?
like, maybe her friend was like, maybe you just need to get over it. It's just a rich guy. Get over it.
Oh, man, I don't know. I mean, listen, if it's a deal breaker, it's a deal breaker, right? My mom said being rude to wait staff.
I agree.
broke up with a girl because her father owned a restaurant, and she was rude to the waiters. I think she thought it was supposed to impress me. Mom, no, this is not going to work out at all. Being in my personal space, says Kathy. An 8-way, says Eric. Voting Republican, sure, absolutely a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Total honesty is a deal breaker, says Christina. Talking to me, says Kathy. 1 cup, says Carrie. The second trip to the fish pond. Unlocked gun ownership. Not thinking I'm funny. Yeah, because who would?
Oh, there's a new
mind?
person. Did you see the new person? It's Paul Mc something. He says, I love watching you guys wearing my Princess Leia wig, Crocs, and a Hello Kitty thong.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
We're so
okay.
glad that you could join us. Let's see, talking to me, 1 cup that's unlock, not thinking I'm funny, seeing other beaver cubes, a human centipede. Yeah, that's definitely different. Pete Davidson is a deal breaker for my mom. Dirty talk, the Kardashians, missing teeth, being a square, lack of minnows in your pond. Paul Purvystone.
Mick Purvystone.
McPurvystone.
Mick Purvystone?
Well, welcome, Paul.
All right.
McPurvystone. Seeing me in person, says Christina. Passing on the right. Oh, boy. Well, somebody needs to get out of the passing lane, doesn't somebody? The midget with the camera. These are all phenomenal. It's my turn, isn't it?
It is.
It's mine. Oh, gosh. These are. I'm going to give it to my mom for
another
being rude
thing
to
I
wait
heard
staff.
from the Party Girl podcast was that a person with no teeth, maybe that person has no teeth because of meth. I don't know. I heard that person gives the absolute best blowjobs.
Hey, all right, cool. Because
they don't have teeth.
There you go. Sure, why not? Absolutely. No friction at all. Okay, here we go.
Because someone said missing teeth and someone said gag reflex. Whatever, who cares?
These statements I heard on Fox, I read on 4/8chan, Trump 24, I do my own research, and the word Brandon. Wow, Suzanne, honest to God, we are kindred spirits, my friend.
That was well researched. Like that was thorough.
My dad says, calling me ugly. Nice. And here we go.
Who called you ugly?
Nobody would ever call you ugly. My dad actually has such extraordinary self-confidence. He will stand in the mirror and be like, why am I so handsome? And he is, and he knows it.
You guys, yesterday was my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
He's riding across Iowa in a bike race. It's the whole rag, like it's a thing. It's a rag ride.
In the middle of summer, an 83-year-old man is doing this.
He's
Did you turn 82? Did he turn 83 or 82 today?
Did he turn 82?
Was he born in 41 or 40?
He was born in 41.
Oh, then he just turned 82. Okay, so
82.
he's riding across the state of Iowa in like 1 billion degree heat.
Right.
Yeah, hardcore.
Because that's his thing. He likes to be the oldest person in the best shape. Like he's probably in better shape than all of us.
Oh, I was going to say,
yeah,
I think he's better. He's certainly in better shape than a lot of people we know.
Yeah.
Here we go. My life coach says I should focus more on blank. My life coach says I should focus more on blank. Suzanne says your dad is so much more hardcore than I am. This is a fact. Yeah, Colonel Ken is born again hard.
He's more hardcore than everybody.
He's more, everybody watching.
All of us combined.
For
sure.
Take that to the bank. Ken Caldwell, born again hard. My life coach said I should focus more on blank. Death, says Ray. Funeral planning. Waking up each morning. Nice.
Will your dad wring his sweaty gym socks out into my mouth? Says Paul McPurvystone.
Paul's earning his name.
No, he will
However,
not.
I had some gym socks today that were at the bottom of my waders, and I was wringing them out. I swear, I must have sweat like 3 or 4 cups.
He's trying to get us to go in a fetish direction.
Yeah.
Like, ice cream's so good.
Let's see. My life coach says I should focus more on getting a fucking life, says David. Bourbon, the road, breathing, managing my TikTok, growing my TikTok base from 4. Kathy and Ray, you guys are having a mind meld tonight. This is apparently being more like Laura's dad. Pooping in the morning, sure. Gotta start that out right. Like his pay, life, my left hand. All right. Yeah, he's good.
All right, I'm going to give it to Suzanne for being more like Laura's dad. Suzanne is killing it tonight.
Suzanne is crushing it.
Absolutely crushing it.
Absolutely crushing it. Suzanne's absolutely crushing it tonight. Okay, so what the fuck is... Oh, yeah. I just had a blood test, and it turns out my blood type is blank. I just had a blood test, and it turns out my blood type is blank. Doop, doop, doop. Merlot. I think that's it. Yeah, and my blood type is German Kolsch beer.
Eric says the butts.
The butts.
We cleaned the butts today.
We did. Yeah.
Not our butts,
And,
the butts.
It is very disconcerting
butts.
to consider that you basically have a big water of fish poop, that big container of fish poop in your house.
That's right.
They love it. A blood type is vodka, sugar, bacon, carbs plus, S for sassy, diabetic, carbohydrates, sprinkles sugar. Oh no, says
Oh no!
it's not O positive or negative.
No!
It's that's like Mr. Bill. Oh no. Let's see. Not my type. Empty. Habit burger, says my dad.
I'm sure that you'll be really surprised to hear that my blood type is a negative.
A negative.
negative.
Yeah.
A negative.
My cousin, ironically, who's a cynical fellow, his blood type is B positive. We thought that was always very funny. Now, you are a universal receiver or universal donor?
I'm a universal receiver.
Receivers. You can take any blood type.
I can take any, or I can, but I can't. I can only give to other A's.
I feel like I should know this, just in case.
Yeah, or A. I can only give to other A negatives. Right. My dad and I have the same blood type.
All right. Well, there you go. My mom and I have the same blood type. This all stitches together. 90 proof, says Eric. My blood type
Kathy,
is.
good. In case I get injured, I'll write that down somewhere.
Thank you. Carrie says my blood type is thick. Kathy says my blood type is anemic. Tacos, gravy, I'm fucked. Sexy, my blood type is sexy, says Eric. Democrats is my dad.
That's right.
All my kids are A negative, all right. Yes, Pico de Gallo, says Ray. O is a universal donor, not wanted. My blood type is not wanted. You got A, says Keith. Hey. I actually am going to give this to Ange for oh no. That was absolutely brilliant. All right. Dear Laura, what round are we on, please?
We're on round 10 now.
Round number 10.
Round number 10.
DVD.
O positive can give to all positive types.
Because Ray and his wife just had an anniversary, as we had mentioned earlier, Laura and I having our 25th, my parents are having their 50th. The secret to a long, happy marriage is plenty of blank. The secret to a long, happy marriage is plenty of blank. This is me. I slept through it, man. I don't know. I meant well. I always mean well, right? I always mean.
It's too bad you can't. Well, can we put like a black screen behind it? Because you really should see the like steady stream of poop water coming out of the pond. It was intense.
I could turn off the streaming, the background. We could do that. Let's see. Minnows, alone time, apologizing, space, internet, dish soap. True story. Right? I'm interested. Something having to do with dish soap. Does that mean like the liquid kind? Does that mean a soap in a dish?
Have you tried the Dawn spray soap? It's really good.
I used to room with a guy in college who was like, I moved into his place, so his rules, fair enough. But he's like, you always have to take the soap and turn it on its side. Otherwise, it gets in the soap dish in the shower. Otherwise, it gets a layer of soap scum underneath it. He just had rules for fucking everything. It was not an easy year, ultimately.
How long did you live there?
A year. Yeah, lived there for a year. Gifts, screen time, square feet, compliments and respect. Yes, indeed. Yes, Mom. And Mom, honestly, as you know, one half of the couple who has been married longer than any of us, yeah, absolutely.
What is the secret?
You can tell us. You guys could have a seminar right now on how to have a long, healthy, wonderful relationship. I didn't do dishes early on. Broke up. Washed dishes ever since. Okay. Well, there you go.
Okay.
Good man.
Oh, your dad says love and caring.
Oh, you guys.
Aww.
Is this your round or mine?
It's
this
round
is
10.
So this one is yours. Giving 70, expecting 30. I like that, Keith. That's very smart. Prostate massages. Together time spent judging asshats online. Anniversaries. Cats. All right, who had the best response?
We'll give it to your dad for
I like that,
love
yeah.
and caring. Come on, that's nice.
Love that, dude.
That's just nice.
You guys are just the best. Okay.
That's just nice.
Shit. The kids found my blank in the sock drawer. Shit. The kids found my blank hidden in the sock drawer. There it is. Yep. That's my scroll. Could have been a doctor, apparently. Shit, the kids found my blank hidden. What is it about physicians and shitty handwriting? And I've noticed that a lot of them really genuinely do. And I'm like, is there something genetic that allows you to be predisposed toward a career in medicine and just shitty penmanship?
I used to have really good handwriting, and now I don't write anything anymore. I've noticed it, and now it's like whenever I write something,
anymore, yeah.
I'm strangely self-conscious about it.
Kathy
writes letters to her pen pals and stuff.
So Kathy has
she's keeping up her penmanship.
Penmanship. or penwomanship. Weed, will, ego. You found your will in this sock drawer. Ego, my money, paternity test results. They're too sexy for their handwriting. That's true. The birth certificate, TikTok drafts about them, bong, porno, pasties, inflatable girlfriend, house arrest anklet.
Oh, that's a good
80s yearbooks. Boy, hide those. Hide those for sure. Let's see. Second family information, says Eric. That's good. Playboy 1984 double issue of Bo Derek, and took it to elementary school and got pinched, and then called in for a meeting with the principal. I realize it's very specific. It is. However, we can all relate.
This is strangely specific.
I definitely
I'm into it.
Found my father's
I like
Playboys.
A story that has a lot of detail.
It's fabulous. Yeah.
Strange details.
Let's see. Classified documents. Oh, wait, that was in the shitter. Exactly. Yeah, Trump's the Mar-a-Lago shitter. Porno of B. Arthur. Oh, God.
Okay.
Home movies, burner phone. I'm going to give this one, I think, to Eric for second family information. That's good stuff.
So you guys know the band Sonic Youth, right?
Sure you do. I've heard of
Do
Sonic
you know
Youth.
them?
Yeah, of
We're
course. Yeah.
indie music people, so.
Yeah.
Thurston Moore.
They're kind of like post-punk royalty. You know, they've been around since
Thurston Moore,
the early
Kim
80s.
Gordon. As it turned out, they split up, and it was because Thurston Moore had a second family.
Second family.
And then they went to marriage therapy, marriage counseling, and the counselor said, well, you're going to first need to sever your ties with that second family.
Right.
And he said, no, I'm not going to. And that's where they had the struggle.
And really, at that point, goodbye, right? Pay the therapist, obviously,
Right.
and then leave and never see that person
That's
again.
where you, as the wife, go, okay.
All right, well, okay.
I guess
Yeah,
go
yeah.
be with that family then.
Exactly. That seems to be your family then.
Yeah.
Not me anymore. Forget Europe. This summer, we're vacationing in blank. Forget Europe. This summer, we're vacationing in blank. I've heard a lot of big things. Shit's really expensive right now. It's very, very expensive to travel. So people are coming up with alternatives, things that they can do that are a little bit cheaper.
Like a staycation, like during COVID?
I guess so, yeah. It's just like, the flights, you may have noticed, are just fucking obscene right now. Jesus H. Christ, airlines, they're making up for all those, the lost COVID years when people weren't flying. They're like, people are flying now. They really want to go places. Let's jab them in the ass. Okay, forget Europe. This summer, we're vacationing in blank. My dad says, Kathy, you're so damn clever, you make me laugh. Let's see.
Oh, we're vacationing in Laurel's Garden.
Laurel's Garden, Enumclaw.
My
Beirut.
garden is popping off. Without a joke, there's so many flowers, it is not even funny.
It is gorgeous. Come by and see it. If you're in the neighborhood, come by and see Laura's Garden. Holy cow, is it great. Let's see, vacationing in Beirut. I'm sure you could probably get a cheap stay there. Let's see, for horsey rides, says my mom. Guantanamo Bay, Pizza Hut, says Ange. Turnpike Rest Stop, Walmart, says Scott. The bottom of the Grand Canyon. Didn't you send me something about how some woman was hiking she was doing like some run in the bottom of the Grand Canyon with no water or some shit?
Right. And then they had to go rescue her, and you wonder why.
Yeah, honestly, you're using up resources that could be used by somebody who has intelligence and common sense. Let's see, hiding. We're hiding for vacation.
I know.
Tacoma, Walmart, bankruptcy court, Acoma, Kalamazoo, Death Valley. Oh boy, do you guys see the photo of the two park rangers who are posing by the temperature gauge in Death Valley? It's like 132, and they're both smiling. Yee! I'm like, why are you smiling? It's the end of the fucking world.
Yeah.
It's like as if the dinosaurs were posing with the asteroid. Ha ha! Look at that. Well, guess that's the end of us.
Why are you smiling? I feel like people in the South are smiling too. Like, yeah, it's a great day for it to be 125. You're like, are you okay, bro? Are you okay?
VR headset, says Suzanne. Under the freeway in Seattle, the break room award, 127 hours in a canyon, sawing off your arm with a dull Swiss Army knife. My closet, says Ray, somewhere where the temperatures are under 80 degrees.
Keith is hiding in Renton.
That's funny. The emergency room, Dennis the Menace Park. I like that.
That's funny.
At my second job, potato sack, the living room, virtual reality. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to?
Gosh, I'm gonna have to give it to Scott for Dennis the Menace Park.
That's
a good answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah, that was our childhood park. Now, famously, Hank Ketchum, who wrote Dennis the Menace, he commissioned this park for kids in this town where we grew up. Famously hated children, and so there were things there that absolutely proved that. There was this big, giant spinning around carousel thing that was seriously like 8-9 feet off the ground, and kids would just routinely fall out of that thing and break their goddamn legs. It was crazy.
I mean, isn't that the 80s though? Every park.
Put some Bactine on it.
Right?
Get back in the game, kid. Come on, you're fine. You're fine. Throw some dirt on it, as my dad famously said. I probably shouldn't have gotten loaded and ordered all of that blank off of Amazon. I probably shouldn't have gotten loaded and ordered all of that blank off of Amazon. I think this is working. It's only working because Laura can type all this up. That's the only reason why this is really working.
I have to fill this in with goth stuff. Like
Sure.
I will buy so much stuff like oh, it's skeleton purse or whatever. I'll buy that and then it will come and I'll be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
Eric
It's
says-
like a candle holder that looks like a creepy hand. I have like 5 of those.
Yeah. Well, they're cute. Eric says ammunition. Keith says minnow food. Kathy says cottage cheese. Yeah, don't order cottage cheese off of Amazon.
You guys, what do you feed minnows? We have 8 of them now. Can someone Google
We
that
need
for
to
us? No, I'm kidding. You can feed them flakes.
Carrie says to
fish
play the
flakes.
Jim's Right Hand song at the end. I think we have that.
Do it.
I think we can do that. Lube, all that lube, just a big room of lube, just you, Eric, and a big room full of lube. Whee! All right.
Oh my God! Speaking of glitter, is it wrong that I baked a little kid birthday cake for yesterday's little kid birthday party, and I discovered a thing called glitter sugar.
Glitter sugar.
And
It's
I
delicious.
covered the cake with glitter sugar.
Well, his favorite color is pink, and there was pink there.
Yeah,
so
pink and rainbows and crazy colors
great.
and stuff. I just wanted him to like have a cake that reflected his personality.
It was fucking awesome.
So,
it was great. And it gave kind of a crunch.
Yeah.
Oh, it was very good.
It was crunchy, but the glitter sugar got everywhere, and I was like, "Sorry, parents, bye."
All right, bye. You have a dustbuster. You'll figure
Yeah.
it out. Luggage for that trip to Class Action Park. Let's see. Glitter, candy corn, Gideon Bibles. Yep. 1,000 gnomes. Yeah, Night of 1,000 Gnomes. Midget cart supplies. Each other.
Oh, Suzanne, are you a fellow spooky person?
I think she might be.
Are you already going to Home Goods to look at the Halloween stuff because it cheers me up during summer? That's my whole way to get through summer.
Lululemon, says Kathy. Bush 2024 posters. Hey, he's younger than Biden, right? So that's great. Honest to God.
Which Bush?
Well, all of them, except for the father who's dead. I was
He
just.
can't run again, can he?
No, he can't run again.
Oh.
Somebody had mentioned, you know how like what's his face Zuckerberg just launched Threads in response to Elon Musk's tirade on Twitter, basically turning that into like a right-wing troll factory. And somebody said, I forget who it was, said that Zuckerberg was doing for Elon Musk what Trump did for George W. Bush, right?
Exactly
Just
right.
Making him look okay.
Exactly right.
We hated Bush. Oh God, we hated him so fucking much.
how
Every
we
time
were
he
like,
came
oh,
out,
he's the
yeah,
devil.
oh my God, I hate you so much. And then Trump comes
And
along.
now we're
It's
like,
wow.
oh, well, he's a painter, and he didn't do that bad in Iran. Or like,
Sure,
oh
he
my
only
God.
killed what I think a few million
No,
Iraqis.
he did a really,
Yeah.
really bad job, but
And,
at least he's not Trump.
Instituted torture in Guantanamo
At
Bay,
least
but at
he's
least it
not
wasn't Trump.
tiny hands.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff that qualifies for free shipping. Halloween shit. Amazon gift cards, minnows, Bitcoin. 37 copies of Ishtar, 3-gallon jugs of medium salsa, and a spiked whip. Wow, that's really specific, right? Porn. That cake was so yummy. Soylent Green, Slim Fast, Colon Guard, Russian brides, naked Hunter Biden cutouts, ballots, Russian nesting weapons. He only did a little bit of killing. Plan B. I'm giving this to Ray for several answers. I liked Russian nesting weapons. That was very funny. All right, we're on to round number 14. Okay, let's see. Today was absolutely exhausting. I need someone to rub my blank. Today was exhausting. Today was exhausting. I need someone to rub my blank. Yeah. I just turned a little crimson there. I embarrassed myself. That's what
You
I
need
did
somebody
today.
to rub your taint. We
I
all
do,
know
sure.
that's the answer,
My
right?
my Ganesh, my gooch.
Your gooch.
My-
You needed somebody to rub your gooch.
What was it? So it's the taint, it's the gooch, and then there's that other word that we just keep gimbal. Ganesh.
Ginch.
Ginch. Is it Ginch?
No,
Yeah,
that's the female one.
I think it is. Yeah. Let's see. Somebody rub
Kathy
my.
is the keeper of this knowledge.
I know, Kathy. What was it?
It's gooch
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she'll remember. Yeah. The best part about Bush is how much Michelle Obama interacts with him. She actually treats him
right.
far better than he should. The guy should honestly be beaten with chains. He's a horrible human being.
Come on, she's just so
She's
classy.
just so fucking classy and awesome. Merkins, rub my Merkins.
I
rub my
just saw an
ribs.
interview with her where she said that both Malia and Sasha had moved out and they were sharing an apartment, and they had Michelle and Barack over for drinks because they were both of age. And
Hey!
and she was like, they mix a terrible martini.
Oh,
I just want to
that's
let
a
you
shame.
know.
That's a darn shame. Well, you got to teach them.
And then they were
learn.
they were complaining about how much everything cost, and she was like, "Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
When you were living in my house a year ago, it cost that much too."
Yeah, it also cost a lot to have you here.
Yeah.
Sweaty waiters, says Keith. I like that. That's very good. Chicken breasts. Somebody rub my chicken breast. Prostate. Points down there, says Ray. Left hand. Genie. Bottle. Grundle. That was it. Thank you very much.
Grundle, that's
Somebody
right.
rub my Grundle. Ass cheeks. Magic lamp.
Why
Ego.
can we never remember that?
I don't know. Minnows. A dub. Harry Mole. Somebody
Harry
rub that
Mole
Harry
in her
Mole on his
face.
face.
Is she hitting on you?
Rhubarb, she is. I think she's
She
hitting
is.
on me.
She's hitting on you.
Rub you
She's
the
coming on
right
you.
way, says
right.
says Eric. Was that
Rub me the right way.
was that an NSYNC song?
Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat. Thank you very much. We were trying to remember.
Why do I remember that?
Right.
Not Grundle.
New Jack Swing, right? Keith Sweat and the New Jack Swing. Only
You
show
can do
winning.
Jack swinging on my nuts.
ATM Grandma. Oh, yeah, it's I like a shoe with cheese on it, force it down my throat, and I want to massage your grandmother. Okay, that's a Steve Martin joke. That was what he said, like how when he would go to France, he could actually speak French. I relate to this. He figured out how to speak French. He would say, omelette du fromage, and order the cheese omelet. But then once you order the cheese omelet, the waiter thinks that you speak French, so they'll respond. And it goes, yes.
Yes.
So I asked for a shoe with cheese on it, asked him to force it down my throat. Shoe with cheese.
La biblioteca.
Exactly. So lotion from the basket, twig and berries, magic lamp, skeleton tongs. Let's see, sweaty cheese. Dear Laura, this is round number 14, so this is you. Who had the funniest response to this? Absolutely exhausting. I need somebody to rub my blank.
I'm going to give it to Eric for the right way.
All right, very good. Nicely done, Eric. So you guys have been, we're going to finish on this one. You have heard about this Jason Aldean song about don't try that in a small town. It's basically an advertisement for lynching, I think. Hi, I'm Jason Aldean for lynching. Don't come to my town and do well, you can't spit on the flag and spit on the cop and because see how far you get. So basically it's that kind of shit. And then there's like a lot of racial overtones. And the video, oh Christ almighty, the video. Anyway, and he's like, I can't take away my guns. Dude, you were almost fucking gunned down in Las Vegas. I don't know. Your memory short? I'm not really sure there, Jason Aldean. Anyway, you should also not try blank in a small town. The chorus is like, don't try that in a small town. You should also not try blank in a small town. What else should you not try in a small town?
My answer is curry.
The tacos, exactly.
You should not try anything.
That's really fucking funny. Calamari.
You should
Don't
not
try calamari.
Don't do
it.
Town.
And here's why.
Don't do it.
Here's why. And I read the sushi. Ski. That's good.
It's okay.
You're
okay.
This is absolutely true. I should probably give a trigger warning here. I read this in the New Yorker. They sourced their stuff very, very carefully. There is a market for cheap downgrade calamari that is actually, wait for it, pig anus. Yes, it is.
Oh
It's
no.
pig anus.
No.
Now, the only way to know that you're getting real calamari is if it comes with tentacles. If it comes with tentacles, you're getting the real deal. If it doesn't, don't eat it. There you go.
No, the ring one doesn't come with tentacles. I mean,
like calamari will come both. They'll be like the ring because basically you use the whole squid, right? So you cut up the squid into rings, you deep fry it, and
but
then
what
you
if they're
take the legs.
mixing pig anus with tentacles?
No, they wouldn't do that because if they could
Now
afford
I'm
the tentacles,
hysterical.
if they could afford the tentacles,
No.
I mean, listen, they
No.
bleach it. It's bleached anus. It really
No.
is. Not good. All right, let's see. You should also try the sushi, living, dating, oysters, math. It says here.
No,
finding
I'm
an open
melting down.
business after
That's
9
it.
p.m.
That's it.
Beef tartare. I did this. I don't know why I did this. Let's see. Room service. Being black. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's ultimately, I think, the real takeaway of that song, Kathy. You shouldn't try being black in a small town. Necrophilia. Mexican food in any town in Utah. I'm sure that shooting interracial porn, mailing your ballot. Poop in the sheriff's car. The mayor's daughter. You should also not try the mayor's daughter.
I don't think you should poop in the sheriff's car
That's
in
probably
any
a
town.
bad policy,
Yeah.
isn't it? Isn't it? Really?
Especially in a small town.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. Beaver
Yeah.
par excellence. I'm going to give this one to Keith for the sushi. I thought that was really great. So now
Par excellence.
we've got some time, and I'm going to write a song, and Laura's going to add up the
mean-
points.
And I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just add up the points as you go? Well, I can't do that because I have ADHD and it's all the brain power I can take just to write the questions and then calculate and then write down the answer. That's all I've got. It's Sunday night. Saturday night, usually when we do this show. I don't know.
Yeah, Sunday night.
I don't know.
We're no strangers to love. I'm Rickrolling you. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Give you up. Give you up. We've known each other for so long. Your heart is aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Ooh, give you up. Ooh, give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give. All right, there we go. Dear Laura, how we doing here?
And you know, I know what you're thinking.
Oh, do you?
Why are you singing along with the song if you're supposed to be counting the point? I'm done. I'm just enjoying the song.
Catchy fucking song. Okay, how we doing?
So, here's the upshot.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Suzanne has won. So, what's going to happen?
Suzanne has won. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Outright.
Yeah.
I wasn't even-
Outright.
I was adjusting something. Hang on. I got to do this properly. Congratulations, Suzanne's this week's winner. Woo!
Okay.
Nice
So
enough.
what I'm going to have to
She
do
came
is
to
this.
play. She came
what
to play
I'm going to
tonight.
have to do is this. I'm going to have to get your real address because I'm going to
Yeah.
send you a box of Halloween stuff that's going to
Oh,
knock your
it's-
goddamn
yeah.
socks off.
Absolutely right. Yeah. We've got a whole
Seriously?
warehouse full of the shit. So, yeah.
I have so much
Strap
Halloween
in,
stuff.
kid.
Oh, you're going to like it so much.
Yep.
Okay. And then the second place goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who are tied in a 5-way. That's disgusting.
It's anybody's game. It's anybody's game for a second.
That's Ray, Scott, Ange, Eric, and Keith.
Yay. I love it. Okay. Fabulous. Okay.
All those dicks. Sorry.
All those dicks. Okay.
Woo, so many dicks.
So Scott says, when are you going to play for us next? I could do a show this week for sure. FYI, Jason ran away in Vegas and not get his. Oh, Jason Aldean ran away in Vegas, did not get his gun because apparently a good guy with a gun doesn't solve all the problems. Yeah, that's true. Who's going to go see the Barbie movie? We're thinking about going to see it this week, actually.
Yes. So I think I jokingly said, "Do you want to go this weekend?" But I didn't mean this weekend. I meant like in the middle of the week when there was no one there.
Right,
I want to go
right,
see
yeah.
both movies. It could be fun.
And since you just saw it today, yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down. I hear it's quite a feminist critique. I'm looking forward to that. If it were for memes and other people, I would do Nothing About This Person Is a Ridiculous Song. Angela, I think we're next weekend. Okay, a five-way waiter sweat fest. Okay, don't yuck their yum. Exactly right. Okay, so here we go. We are on to our.
So speaking of yucking someone's yum,
Tiebreaker.
every time I'm in Home Goods looking at the spooky stuff, someone goes, "It's July. Can you relax already with the Halloween stuff?" And I'm like,
No,
"What do you care?
fuck you. What do you care? Yeah.
What do you care? Do I look like a person who is by the pool? Like, obviously I'm struggling. It's the summer.
Yeah.
Can you just let me have my little skull like
have it.
headless horseman?
Let her have it. Just-
Give me a lane, leave me alone.
STFU. Whoever did.
Get out of my lane! Literally, get out of my lane.
my lane.
I have one little aisle here where I'm having some serotonin. Can you get out of here?
I love that. That's very sweet.
Or I can punch you in the face. That would also be a good idea.
Ooh, wow. Okay, this is escalating. I see this hypothetical scenario is escalating. Okay, so here we go. On to the final round. This is the tiebreaker round for second place. Anybody's game at this point, really. Forget ketchup and mustard. The hot new condiment is blank. Forget ketchup and mustard. The hot new condiment is blank. You want to be on the internet? Yeah, exactly. If you want to bitch about having, like one small display of Halloween items at home goods.
You want to be on the internet?
Want to be on the internet? We can make this happen. Make this happen.
I don't even know why I did that, because the pharmacist, as you'll recall, is a COVID denier, and I don't like him. So I should have just let her harass him, and I don't know
But
why.
you don't have time for foolishness either, right?
No,
That's
but
wasting your fucking time.
But I was also trying to protect the other guy there that we like.
Oh, yeah. Big,
You got a Rite Aid
big
card?
lovable lunk of a guy who works at Rite Aid. We've been going to the same Rite Aid for 8
years.
right? And every time we go in there, like, we know his name. Hi, his name's Brian. Hi, Brian, how's it going? Oh, hey, how's it going? And then when we get up to the cash
goes,
register, every time we're checking out for, prescription, whatever it is, he goes, you got a Rite Aid card? Yes, Brian, we got a Rite Aid card.
As if it's the first time he's seen us.
Every time.
He just has a weird way of talking, and that's fine.
Very strange
People
man.
are fine.
People
It's just
are
that
people too.
it's just that she was being rude to Brian. So I was like, "Do you want to be on the internet?"
Don't be rude to Brian.
Don't be rude to
That's like
Brian.
kicking a kitten. Don't
He's the
fucking,
nicest person in the world.
Don't fucking do that. What's wrong with you?
She went away.
The new condiment. Oh, condiment is ribbed for her pleasure, says Gary.
that's funny.
Ketchup, says Keith. A new radioactive condiment in a sexy bottle called Barbenheimer. I like that.
The new condiment is minnows.
Is Kofefe.
Do.
Yeah.
Minnows.
Mayonnaise. Yeah, I like that. And says minnows. 80 ABV. Alcohol by volume. Everybody get loaded. It's spiked ketchup. You can get loaded while you eat your hamburger. Minnow wasabi. Chick-fil-A suave.
Look, we're about to have so many minnows, apparently.
So many bumper crop of minnows.
maybe we'll have
breeding,
none.
They're reproducing right now as
Right
we
now.
speak. Yeah.
Right now. They're doing it right now.
So we are waiting at this point for Ray, Suzanne won,
yeah.
Scott, Ange,
Ange,
Eric, and Keith. Everybody's in. Okay, let's begin right now. And here we go.
Everybody jump in the
In
pool.
the final round, who had the funniest response to forget ketchup and mustard? The new hot condiment is blank. Now, all of these competitors tonight played an extraordinary game. Of course, right now you're going to want to upvote on the person who you think had the funniest response to forget ketchup and mustard. The hot new condiment is blank. And of course, Suzanne Zabel had an exceptional night tonight. Really just came in.
She is going to get a box of Halloween stuff.
She had been on the IR for quite some time.
That's right.
And this was her
The
big
reserve
return.
list. That's
On
right.
reserve list. Big return tonight, and she just stepped onto the field ready to absolutely compete, do some real damage. Her answers absolutely drew blood sharp tonight. Very, very sharp tonight. Let's see, scalp salt. Oh, God, Kathy. Ugh.
That is
that
yucky.
turned my stomach a little.
That is
Made in
yucky.
America. Minnow caviar. Hey, Jason's here.
Oh, hello.
Hey, can we start over since Jason? He just got here. Sure, yeah, we'll start the game again for you. All right, Atwood sauce. Okay, have we voted? I think I want to wait a couple seconds
That's
on Atwood sauce.
That's disgusting.
Are we voting? Okay, so Zabe, since you're here, you can vote on forget ketchup and mustard. The hot new condiment is blank. By the way, Zabe, your wife kicked ass tonight. It's very, very funny. So she's getting a box full of Halloween spooky goodies. How about that? Catch me outside.
Okay, my absolute favorite part of the show is when Stefan does the Faraday announcer love child.
Faraday announcer loved it. Well, I guess you're talking about my sports voice there. There is a guy who I don't even know what his real name is. He goes by Bob Maneri, and he is just hilarious. I kind of got this idea by watching because he'll take sports clips of just random shit of kids, like a kid's little league game. Oh, absolutely stupendous play! And it's like he's a very, very funny guy. Anyway,
We were speaking of little kid things that we had to do this weekend.
yeah.
We went to a little kid birthday party and on Saturday, and Friday we watched a little kid robotics competition for 6.5 hours.
Well, we didn't watch it for the entire time, although his parents did because they were there.
I did.
Well, we had it on.
Yeah,
we didn't watch.
We had it
the
on in the
entire time.
background,
Yeah.
but there were like announcers announcing like, "Oh, it's Team blah blah versus Team blah blah," And Stefan texts into the group text, I could really do better than this. I should really volunteer to do the sports voice next year.
I think Eric won outright with Atwood sauce.
He did.
Nicely done, dude.
Atwood sauce. Yeah, that's right.
Gross.
See if you can find Jim's right hand for the outro.
I will. Okay, I want to do that right now. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday night, y'all. This was really, really great.
Thanks for rescheduling.
We really appreciate it.
We appreciate it. We had to go bake a cake for a little kid. For people with no little kids, we go to a lot of little kid birthday parties.
We do.
What's
we
the actual?
I
we do a lot of little kid events.
Because we're fun aunt and uncle combo. That's what we are. And we do fun stuff together.
10, and we have there's so many little kids in our orbit.
They stan us. They love us. They love hanging out with us because we're so much fucking fun, which is how I always wanted it. I didn't want the responsibility of actually having a child. I just wanted to be come around for the fun stuff. Listen, if I could have gone directly from whatever it is that you need to do in
fun aunt and uncle
or even grandparent. Oh, I'd make a wonderful granddad.
We understand and we know and we respect the work that actual parents put in.
We didn't want to do it.
We didn't want to put in that effort, but as it turns out, if you have just a bunch of nieces and nephews, what you end up with is just a bunch of birthday parties and
so many
robotics events.
Very many.
We know you have it worse because you have it every day and every night and in the middle of the night. Like, oh, my stomach hurts.
Oh, yeah. We know. We're well aware.
Yeah.
All right, kids, we're going to sign off. Scott, I will try and do a show this week. Send me some requests, stuff that you would like to hear.
Do an all Depeche Mode show.
I would do an all Depeche Mode show. I could play nothing but Depeche Mode and be happy as a fucking clam all night long. Kids, this is a movie that this is a song that I did for my dad that Carrie did the animation for. Hope you enjoy. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being here on a Sunday.
Come take the hand of the man, won't you come bear witness? Jim's right hand. Come see the hand of the man who can nap with the quickness. Jim's right hand. The hand that took this boy and raised him up to be a man. What he does with his hand is his own damn business. Jim's right hand. When I was walking the other day, I saw a man at a gathering. He had him 1 foot out the door, his button popping out the bar. I went right up and I shook his hand, and here's what he said. Come take the hand of the man who prefers his solitude. Jim's right hand. It's just the hand of the man who can dish up a platitude. Jim's right hand. Throw some dirt on it, son, you'll get an infection. Hold over your plate and read the directions. He's a prophet with a little bit of attitude. Jim's right hand. If there's a hand on a man that you hear on the only show, Jim's right hand. It's better that than all those goddamn dildos. Jim's right hand. 18 inches maximum is all that you can stand. It's just the hand of the man that we all love and know. Jim's right hand.
Oh, Jim's right hand.
Jim's right hand.
Oh, Jim's right hand.
Jim's right hand. Oh, and testify. Come take the hand. Yeah. Come take the hand.